The museum first was organized as an archival center. The immigrants that came here, it was founded by three gentlemen. They wanted to preserve what they brought with them, the documents, the photos, the newspapers. And then slowly it developed into a museum. And its mission is to preserve its heritage, to pass it on to other people, and then to show the community and Chicago what contributions Ukrainians or Ukrainian Americans have made to the development of Chicago.
Yeah, I think that Ukrainians community are very lucky and happy to have such a Ukrainian National Museum because it's an ambassador of Ukrainian culture in the United States. And the mission that Ukrainian National Museum achieved, he united actually all Ukrainian waves of immigrants.
All of our artifacts are donated.
Yeah.
We don't purchase anything, and we've been very, very lucky that the community supports us. We have thousands and thousands of documents, photos. The priority is, number one, that this is something that is worthwhile, that it's a well-known artist, that it has some history behind it.
And we are unique because me, the president of our museum, Lydia, we have a privilege to travel to Ukraine this year to celebrate 30th anniversary of Ukrainian independence in Kiev, in capital of Ukraine, with our own exhibit. Believe it or not, but the only historical items that preserved in United States now will be in display in Kiev, showing to the audience in Ukraine the step to the independence made by the diaspora. One very important person who came in the beginning of the century, of the 20th century, and he united all communities. He was a priest, Catholic priest from Ukraine, and he started to build the church. He organized the 1906 first meeting, and they built St. Nicholas Ukrainian Catholic Cathedral.
That's the cathedral on Rice and Oakley.
Rice and Oakley,
It's
yeah.
raised up.
And in 1913, since 1913, Chicago has such a beautiful cathedral in Cossack Baroque style, and first wave of immigrants brought this style from Ukraine. They would like to show themselves, to expose themselves for the American that we are very rich by the culture nation. If we would like to be here, we would like to build our own home by the free in the free land. This is why the Ukrainian village now such popular for all Chicagoans.
There is some impact. It impacts mostly the elderly because of gentrification and because there was an article that Ukrainian Village was the best place to live several years ago. The real estate has gone up. Now, there's also a good side to it. Well, and then there's the real estate taxes, et cetera, et cetera. But then there's also a good side because you have more diversity in the community. You have more young people living here because it's closer for them to downtown. The area, the location of the Museum of Ukrainian Village is really great. So in that aspect where you have more diversity, that is good. And we worry about it, and that's why we work hard at maintaining our museum. The churches work hard at maintaining their parishioners so that there is no big change that the community will disperse into the suburbs. We also have a lot of dignitaries coming in from Ukraine. Sorry that I interrupted.
Yeah,
and they're amazed that our museum is so diverse. Because usually, it's either a sports museum or an art gallery. But we try to encompass as much as possible. And so someone found out about it, and we were invited to attend the 100th anniversary of the Black Sea Fleet and to come with the flag. We were a little bit scared because we didn't know what it entailed and stuff, but Maria went with the
flag. It was a military parade, and
yes.
I was the one who had a speech to the Ukrainian army just to support the Ukrainian young people to fight for the independence, for peace in Europe, because it's a war in Ukraine. Russia started the war 7 years ago, and for them, just to support them, that we are very close, we are thinking about what's going on, we are worried about, and this is why I went there.
I think the other thing is our best programs are when we are able to share them and work in partnership with other museums. Because then you get a more diverse group coming to the exhibition, you get to exchange ideas. Our hopes are that we can do more virtual exhibitions, that we can actually digitize most of our archives and share them on various platforms, and that we can also, well, everything is online, so whatever we have, even the items we have in our museum, we would have to put them online, and so that we're available to other museums and that we can share them and perhaps have more multicultural programs.